Yesterday's psalm was a community psalm thanking God, the creator and controller of the natural world, for the harvest which makes the whole earth ring with joy. Today's psalm of thanksgiving echoes that praise, but in a more relational way. For the God of creation is also the God who has chosen and delivered a beloved people from the earliest days until the present. Yet God's concern does not just lie with one nation. Through that chosen nation, God's love and promise extends to all nations and peoples. The psalm recognizes that the earth is God's gift, which itself leads us in praise, and God indeed deserves praise and thanksgiving. Praise and thanksgiving for creation, for his involvement in the life of his people, for what he has done, and for what he is doing. But praise and thanksgiving is also due to God for what he will yet do. Through his Messiah, when the promise is fulfilled and the people return to Zion, to the temple in thanksgiving. David himself, therefore, has a story to tell. He offers witness to the generous care of God, and he wants to tell the world of God's generosity that they too may come to the joy of God's presence. The Psalms of recent weeks have included psalms of lament and appeals for God's help through difficult trials, through his fleeing from Saul, through the rebellion of Absalom, and other occasions. But now, as we approach the end of the second book of the Psalms, David's focus is turning to rejoicing in what God has done. David's concerns are not quite over, for there are always more troubles to face. But David can recall his story with confidence in the God who is always there. Psalm 66, for the director of music, a song, a psalm. Shout for joy to God, all the earth. Sing the glory of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say to God, how awesome are your deeds! So great is your power that your enemies cringe before you. All the earth bows down to you. They sing praise to you. They sing the praises of your name. Come and see what God has done, his awesome deeds for mankind. He turned the sea into dry land. They passed through the waters on foot. Come, let us rejoice in him. He rules forever by his power. His eyes watch the nations. Let not the rebellious rise up against him. Praise our God, all peoples. Let the sound of his praise be heard. He has preserved our lives and kept our feet from slipping. For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. You brought us into prison and laid burdens on our backs. You let people ride over our heads. We went through fire and water, but you brought us to a place of abundance. I will come to your temple with burnt offerings and fulfill my vows to you, vows my lips promised and my mouth spoke when I was in trouble. I will sacrifice fat animals to you and an offering of rams. I will offer bulls and goats. Come and hear, all you who fear God. Let me tell you what he has done for me. I cried out to him with my mouth, his praise was on my tongue. If I had cherished sin in my heart, the Lord would not have listened, but God has surely listened and has heard my prayer. Praise be to God, who has not rejected my prayer or withheld his love from me. What the psalmist has learned, he wants people to know. He wants all people to know. God keeps us in love. He tests us and refines us. But as we come to him, so he does not reject our prayer, but fulfills his love forever. A prayer. We join our praise with all the earth, our God, for you are faithful forever. Even when we have wandered from your path, You have not left yourself without a witness in the wonders of creation and the joy and commitment of human relationships. Do not withhold your love from us, our God, that we may love as you have loved us. Amen.